Okay, good morning, guys. Today is 24/12/2020 and Thursday. It's a new day, new bright day, and new hopes. And we all are preparing for Assistant Registrar exam of IGNOU. And I'm sure your preparation is going on well. Don't only depend on this video, but keep working wherever you are and whatever ways you are working. Okay, now today's topic of discussion is about organizations compliance. Okay, now what is this organization compliance that we will discuss? All right, so I am sure you all are ready to go ahead with it. Okay, so first of all, we need to understand this word compliance, what the compliance means. Okay, so it's actually noun. Okay, and compliance means a practice of obeying rule. In simple language, if I say, it is what it is. It is a practice of obeying rules. Okay, that is in simple language, or it can be a request. Okay, and so it is I can say that compliance is a practice of obeying rules or requests made by people in authority. Now, who is making these rules and requests? That is the people in authority. So this is what we are going to read about. So I hope that this meaning of word compliance is clear for you guys. Okay, and opposite of compliance. Okay, if we look at the opposite of this is non-compliance. Okay, this is the opposite of it. Okay, so let's move ahead with our today's topic of discussion. Okay, so the the core of an effective organizational compliance program is a strong and a well communicated code of ethics and conformance. Okay, this code should define the expected behavior within an organization. A well constructed code should set the proper tone and reinforce the proper power and ability of the organization's management to lead by example. When an organization develops and refines its program, the code of ethics should be reviewed, renewed, and updated to reflect the ethical practice of the organization. Now, you see here, what is this word called? The organizational compliance. Okay, so now here this is something important. Okay, you all guys need to see this part. Just a minute, I show you guys. This. Okay, so what is this? This is something important. The word organizational compliance signifies an organization's concrete efforts to stop, detect, or else act in response suitably to unlawful behavior linked with the activities of those individuals working on behalf of an organization. Okay, this comprises administrators, managers, executives, employees, agents, and freelancer. Now, guys, try to understand here that what is the meaning of this actually. Okay, I make it more clear for you. Okay, the word organization compliance signifies an organization. See, in every organization there are certain number of people those who work. Okay, but okay, as in a hand, all the fingers are not same. In the same way, in an organization, all people those who are working there are not same. Okay, some people they just work for the sake of money. They want to work less, and there are kind of people those who work more. Okay, without even bothered about the money part or any another reward. Okay, so there are two kind of people. There are people those who take advantage of the organization also while working inside. They earn money from it, and they wherever they can take maybe by giving the important the data of an organization to the another organization or leaking any important information or anything. Okay, so what we all need to do that sorry the organization need to do this organization need to stop them. Okay, that in response to act in response to a suitably unlawful behavior. So this all things comes under what? This things comes under unlawful behavior. Okay, so that we need to understand that this is unlawful behavior and linked with activities. Okay, those individuals working on behalf of this comprise. And now what this can include, this is not like only a just a person with a D grade can do this. No, it can be done by an administrator, a manager, executive, employees, agent, and freelancers, by anyone. Okay, so how the organization keep a check on it? Okay, that is for that the word organization compliance has been used here. Okay, this is the practice of obeying rules, requests made by the people in authority. Okay, let's go ahead. So furthermore, on practical grounds, a compliance program provides a support to the organization's goals, recognizes the limits of legal and moral activities, and create a system to make the management aware of situations when the organization is reaching close to or crossing a limit of approaching towards any complications that prevent the attainment of an objective. Okay, so now further what it's saying, that a compliance program, okay, it provides support to organizations' goals, recognizes the limits of legal and moral activities, and create a system to make the management aware of the situation. Okay, so what happens in this compliance program? Okay, it makes the management aware of the situation, that what is going on in the institution or any company or wherever, whichever is the workplaces. Okay, let's see it. The organizations have bylaws regarding legal and permissible conduct and exercise to check the or punish the disobedience. See, if anybody is not behaving well in the organization, so what does the organization do? The organization is having some legal rights. Okay, most of such rules are based on the common sense. Okay, such are prohibiting the physical attack of the co-worker and misuse the finances. Okay, like these are certain small examples they are given here. However, some of them are not much evident. Okay, or for instance, the amount of present given or received, and some other rules or are matter for of understanding, such as what compromises an inappropriate comment to a colleague or subordinate. Okay, let's see it. So all organizations, without considering about the size and purpose, are expected to practically avoid unfair activities by checking themselves with the help of a compliance program. Organizational compliance program signifies that an organization is making attempt to be excellent corporate member. Okay, the existing or non-existing of a compliance program can have a justifying or frustrating influence on social and criminal responsibility if troubles takes place. Okay. Okay, now let's see about the objectives of the organizational compliance. Okay, so we are not going in all this detail over here as we are running out of time also, and we have to cover more course. So we will directly talk about the objectives of the organization compliance. Okay, so what are the goal and why this organization compliance has been used? Okay, so now let's see what it says. Okay, so it says that basically the organization compliance and ethics program has two purposes. Okay, it has the two purposes, and what is this purposes, or we can say it's the two goals. Okay, now what are these two goals? This is mentioned, clearly mentioned over here, as you can see. These two. Okay, first is ensuring that all officials in an organization observe relevant laws and regulation in their work. Okay, means all the official, everybody, right from the D grade to A grade, everybody must have to follow the rules of the organization. Okay, and the next one is articulating a wider set of ethical standards related to aspiration that are well understood within the organization and become a practical guideline for organizations members making decisions that elevates ethical concept. Okay, so these are the two purpose of organizational compliance, to goals of the organizational compliance. Okay, which you guys are supposed to remember. All right. Okay, now further this point here. Okay, if you look at this point, so what is that? Why do we need this compliance? What is the need of this? Okay, so the need of this is very much clear by this point. So first is the first point. First it says understand and conform to the guidelines of ethical and legal behavior. Okay, this is the one reason for it. Prevent the objectionable or illegal practice. If any kind of illegal or unlawful thing is going on in an organization, so with the purpose of organizational compliance, this can be sorted out. Okay, reduce or eliminate. Eliminate means to reduce. Okay, potentially disastrous financial and reputational risks. All right. Okay, so this is why we need it. Okay, next we have principles of an organization. That what are the major principle of an organization compliance? Okay, so that we are going to see now. Principles of an organizational compliance, as you can see here. Okay, so here what we have, there are actually, they have been divided into the 4 broad categories. Okay, there are the 4 kinds of I can say there are 4 principles of organizational compliance. And what are these? The first is establishing the compliance programs. Okay, second is structure and control, third is communication and training, and the fourth one is responses to violation. Okay, so these all things, these are the main principles of organizational compliance. In exam they may ask you, okay, they may give you this option, or with this option they can give you any additional option which is not the part of this principle, and they may ask you which one is not the part of the principles of organizational compliance. Okay, so you should remember that these are this is the I am repeating again: establishing compliance program, structure and control, communication and training, and responses to violation. All right.